guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another mukbang with the one and only Samantha and Skylar. Alex is still not here with us. Alex still has yet to be in another mukbang, or in a mukbang with us, but so basically the whole point of mukbangs is like you show how you're eating. Like you talk about what you're eating and stuff, and like you show it. Yeah, like I'm starting to pick it up. It's basically like what you're eating and you like show, and like you like have to look how you're, like you have to make it look good. Like you have to be good at mukbanging. Apparently.
I'll be Trisha Paytas.
Yeah. So we got In-N-Out. I got a cheeseburger with, sorry that this lighting is kind of awful, but
not that bad, but
it's not as bad, but it's fine. I got a cheeseburger. I get no tomatoes and no onions, fries, and a Neapolitan shake.
I got animal style fries from In-N-Out. I got a burger with grilled onions and no tomato. And a Coke.
Excuse me. I got a cheeseburger with no tomato. And a Coke.
Also,
It's so good.
mm-hmm.
Am I selling it?
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is like so good. This is your second burger today. This is my second burger today. Oh my god.
What did you have for burger?
I had burgers for lunch. I had, sliders. I had sliders when I went to lunch with my parents. But also, this car doesn't have tinted windows, and there's people literally eating right next to us also. So.
Yeah, that's too good.
Over there. Comment below what you guys get from In-N-Out.
I feel like Trisha Paytas.
If you guys do any like secret menu type of thing.
Why is this so bomb right now? They made this like hella bomb.
Yours?
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't like bell peppers? Oh, I also got bell peppers. I don't really like biting into them. I just like biting it, and then I put like the juice of the bell pepper.
Can I have a napkin? Thank you. Do this ASMR. You just shoved it in my face.
I started wiping it for you. Trying to be cute.
She's like that. The jalapeno juice. She likes dipping her popcorn in it.
Really?
Whenever we go to the movies, she gets the jalapeno
Damn it, I'm
juice.
gonna burp a lot because I'm drinking soda.
I hate that about drinking soda too.
I always burp. And I have no shame. I will burp on camera. If you guys saw the last mukbang, I burped on camera.
Did you?
Not in the one we did. The one we filmed at Disneyland. We have to. Not yet. Tomorrow. There's nothing on my fingers.
Wow.
I want to do one with the boys.
What boys? Like the boys? I don't think they want to be on camera.
I bet they would.
When your burger's freaking covering my face.
I was like, Skylar, who?
I don't know.
Neapolitan shake is my favorite. It's Neapolitan ice cream. So it's vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
Oh.
Wait, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Everyone cover your ears and cover your noses. Dang it.
Why?
It didn't happen.
Wait, why?
A burp?
It's gonna burp.
Oh, I like held my breath.
She was prepared.
Oh, I got it on my jacket. That's when you know it's good.
So tomorrow's Memorial Day. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. And I'm pretty sure we're planning on going to a picnic that we have in our neighborhood.
And we invited Sam.
So it's gonna be lit. Oh, there it is.
There it went. Goes. What's the saying, like? She's a life. Oh, there you go. Cause Sam's the life of the party. Sorry, I meant to say that like right.
Yeah.
I think about how it goes.
Also, I look like a hot mess because Skylar and I have been adventuring today. Adulting, I should say.
How are we adulting?
Because I had to go to Target and
We're
get.
sitting at the beach for like 2 hours.
No, sis, we weren't even there for like half an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We spent more time looking for parking than we did sitting down.
Yeah, we're at Costco today.
Yeah, so we ran some errands. I had to go get some new luggage because my luggage broke the last time we went to Arizona.
You want to go?
Hey guys.
It's foggy.
No, there's like a random guy. Oh no, he's not that sus. That's fine.
But yeah, we had to go to Target, had to get some stock ups before I go on a trip soon. And then I also had to get new luggage because of the fact that I'm going on multiple trips soon, and my last luggage broke the last time I was in Arizona with them. And if you know, I literally went back to Arizona and I had broken luggage still, so I had to get new ones. Huh?
You brought the broken luggage?
Yeah.
Why did it break?
It broke when we were leaving. And I was like, oh, that was when I asked you, I was like, does yours lock? And you were like, no. And I was like, okay, good, because I can't anymore.
Alright, bitch.
What? I don't even remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you were probably like scattering.
if my luggage locked, and I was like, no, she's like, okay, good. Like, basically that we can both get like our stuff stolen. I was like, okay.
Mine locks.
Yeah, yours was the only one.
Because mine originally did. And I'm like, I like didn't care when we were leaving to like put my stuff all nice and pretty. And so it was too big. Yeah, and it broke. One of the zippers broke.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't. I don't know what the heck I did wrong, like that next time. But what was sketchy for me was that the next time that I went, I didn't bring on a carry-on. I just brought on my laptop and my personal item, which was my bag. So I put like all of my makeup in my suitcase, and usually I don't because it's expensive and you never know. But I was fine because it was only one way that time.
Oh yeah.
How was the drive, by the way?
Brutal.
I bet.
I hated it. If he had AC, it would have been different. Would have been a different story if he had AC. But like literally once we hit my house, we got out and he had salt on his forehead from sweating. I didn't know that. Yeah, I had no idea that was possible.
That is something else.
Salt. Yeah, like actual salt.
Like crystals?
That's never happened to me. Maybe because like, it was dry too.
Like I literally pulled some out of his hair, a chunk.
That's
and
so
I sprinkled it like salt.
That just like totally turned my stomach.
Let's talk. We boy talk all the time, so like that's not gonna happen on camera anytime soon until something juicy comes up.
So yeah, like it has to be extra juicy.
We'll see the juicy stuff though.
Yeah, but like private juicy stuff. Let's talk future plans.
Sorry.
Oh, let's talk where your bucket.
I told you guys.
Bucket list places you want to go to.
India.
You go first.
And Iceland.
Okay.
Bro.
Those two only? You have like a whole list.
Well, my main place that I want to go is Iceland because I want to go to the Blue Lagoon really bad. Because my friend literally just went there and I was like, oh.
I want to go there too. But I have like a list of bucket places. Like bucket list
places?
Yeah, bucket places. Like I have literally a whole list just for bucket list places. And then I have places that I want to go, but I have like bucket list places.
I'll go anywhere.
Really? You don't have like places?
Yeah, for real.
Absolutely need to want to go.
Traveled.
That's true.
I've only gone to Washington, D.C.
And you just went to Hawaii.
I went to Hawaii, Philadelphia, Arizona.
You've only traveled in the States? Besides Mexico?
Yeah, but I was like 6.
The last time I went, I was like 7. I want to go to like tropical places. I want to go to Indonesia, Bali. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Turks and Caicos, Jamaica. I want to go to Jamaica. And I want to go to Bora Bora and the Bahamas, maybe.
I will go to Bora Bora with you.
The Bahamas isn't my bucket list, but those others, Indonesia, Bali, Thailand, Turks and Caicos, Bora Bora, and what was the other one I said? Jamaica. Those are the ones those are tropical places I want to go to. Then other places I want to go to, I want to go to Ireland for sure, like hands down. Ireland? I hopefully want to go like within the next 2 years, and I want to bring my mom because my mom really wants to go. And I do want to go to Iceland because of that.
Like, a girls plus mom trip.
We're actually supposed to go to we're supposed to go to Ireland next year. Hopefully I'll be home for it.
And I want to go to.
I'm supposed to get my wisdom teeth taken out.
Me too.
That sucks.
I'm
my wisdom teeth
scared.
aren't coming.
Are yours grown in?
Well, they're not all the way out, but they're like poking out.
Mine too.
But
this one hurts.
The bottom ones, these, they don't hurt, but they're just like, they're not coming up like this or coming out this way, so they're gonna start pushing my teeth. So I have to get them pulled out, but I'm dreading it.
Mine didn't come in, and my dad, like, the promising thing is my dad didn't even have to get his taken out. So I'm hoping.
I know, there's a lot of people that don't have to.
I thought I was gonna be one of those people.
Me too.
But now it hurts.
Mine don't hurt, but they're just coming out crooked.
They're going to. Mine didn't hurt either, and I've had it grown out for like a good year already. And my mom was like, you might not have to take them out. And I'm like, I'm hoping. I went to the dentist, and she was like, I can see 3 of them and 1 poking out. And I was like, yeah, I feel the 1 poking out. Ever since then, I feel it. I feel it getting really sore. And I asked Randy and I asked my mom how it feels, because my mom was like bad pain, so she can't even compare it. But I asked Randy, and Randy was like, it feels sore. That's exactly the pain I have. It feels sore.
You know, I have something with my jaw though. My jaw's really messed up. Like
mine too, because in cheer I messed it up.
See, I've just had so many surgeries that I'm like,
I don't know how I messed my jaw up though.
My mom did say though that she fell asleep and she just woke up. Like, it feels that quick. So she would take me to her doctor.
Well, no, that does. Like, for any surgery, like for all my surgeries, like, we literally give you the anesthesia. And you
for my surgery?
But because I've never been under.
Oh, that's
It's not fun. You wake up very angry. Dude, I woke up pissed off. Well, the medicine.
I woke up on a good one. I was like,
my mom too.
Really? The medicine affects you in very different ways.
It depends on everybody though. Everybody's different.
Like, I remember, like, when I woke up for my surgery the first time, I was yelling. I was like, I was so pissed, and then I kicked the nurse.
I was just.
She was touching my foot for the IV, and I was like, get the frick off.
Oh my gosh, you guys will never believe what I said. Okay, so this was for because I've had 4 surgeries, 1 being for my back, 2 being for my knee, and then this other one just, you know, had surgery. But okay, so for my, I think it was my second knee surgery. I don't want to say it, but I had a boyfriend, and I was
I'm intrigued.
I had a boyfriend, and so I was like waking up with her, but my mom was right there. And so, like, when you wake up, you do not know what you're saying. You're just like, well, me, like, I'm just like talking like out of my ass, just like saying anything. And I'm literally, I won't say his name, but I was like, so I'll just.
So you were half asleep?
Potato. Oh yeah, I'm like, you know, in and out. So I'm just like, Mom, and I'm like, oh, did you know Potato's my daddy? Oh my gosh, I swear to God. My mom didn't say anything though, but then honestly, I wasn't aware, but then in my head, once, like, I was like, did I say that? But I said that in my head, but I just kept going. But as the day went on, I tried remembering, and I was like, did I really say that? I know I did, but I don't want to ask her, like, hey, Mom, did I say so-and-so is my daddy? And then her be like, yeah, you did. So I'm just like, I know I said it, I'm just sleeping. I swear.
Oh my God.
It was like, I had just woke up. And she was asking me, like, are you good? Are you okay? And the nurse was trying to talk to me, too. But then the nurse had walked out. And then that's when my mom was just right there. And then that's when I just said it.
And he was there?
No.
Okay. That would be freaking funny.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. It's really funny.
I think my third...
What are some other embarrassing stories?
I don't have an embarrassing story, but, like, I have a story where I came out of my second surgery. And I was speaking Spanish. Like, what? Okay, so I'm in bed. The first thing I say, okay, I had brain surgery. I had like 4 brain surgeries. And I wake up and...
That was probably why you were angry. Damn, you actually were operated on your brain.
And like, there was like a board near my bed that had like, how are you feeling? And then they had how are you feeling in Spanish. And so I was reading the Spanish off the board. The first thing I said when I woke up from surgery, and my parents are like, did they touch a certain part of the brain? Or were they speaking a different language?
Wow, that's trippy.
But they were tripping out, and then they realized I was just reading the board. And they're like, dang, like, that would have been cool.
Wow. Imagine, like, you just start reading.
I know, right?
I mean, reading, like,
automatically know Spanish.
It's like that Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story where they
like
switch him to the Spanish.
Yeah, I have a bunch of surgery stories.
Same.
You know what pissed me off is when I had to, when they had to freaking stick a needle in my forehead. That's what pissed me off. Yeah. So So like I had a staph infection and they didn't know like what it was. And I just had this like I had surgery, so I have like a scar, if you can see it, here to here. And this one,
That's why she has that cool little spot.
no, it's actually that's like completely natural.
Yeah, that's
So you had that before?
She was born with it.
I thought you had that because of the surgery.
Like when she's naturally blonde, you can barely even see that it's in there. But when we got older, when we were growing up, I noticed it too. I was like, hey, that's not blonde, that's white.
Yeah.
Oh, her life.
I'm jealous. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like she's even told me like she's tried dyeing it and it doesn't.
It doesn't work.
It won't die? Oh, shoot. That's cool.
But I had a staph infection and my head was all swollen and I didn't know what it was. So they're like, oh, okay. But it was like stuff was coming out of my scar too. Like it was disgusting because it was still stapled up.
Oh, I had staples in my head.
Yeah, it was gross.
In your head?
Yeah,
Why do
I
you
had
have
like a
staples in
little
your head?
mark right here. It's like right here.
I have a
Because when I
bump
was
behind
in
my head.
kindergarten, my thirsty ass was running to the fucking fountain. And so, you know, like at school how the wall is
At
bumpy?
Eisenhower?
No, it was before when I was in kindergarten. At Eisenhower, I went first grade. until
Oh,
6.
I was there from kindergarten.
No, I forgot where I went. Oh, I went to Jim Thorpe for kindergarten. And so you know how the wall is like bumpy?
Yeah.
Okay, so like it's recess time and everyone's like running to the fucking fountain. So I'm like sprinting and then people get there and I'm like, so I'm waiting and I'm just like, I was very an impatient little girl and I'm just tapping like counting and I'd be like
I started going to school with her in first grade, so I picture this whole chick doing
I was just like 1, 2, 3, like tapping my foot, like counting, and then finally, so they moved, but like where the fountain is, like we had to wait like a pretty distance. So it's right here. So again, I'm fucking thirsty, so I'm like running, and then so I don't know if it was boy or girl, they move, and then I literally just started sprinting, and then I have my head down like this, and I'm like running like this, and next thing I go like boom, and I'm like oh. And then like I just checked my head and I'm like ow, like but I didn't start crying. And I remember like I touched my hand and like I touched my head and then I saw my hand and it was like blood and I was like what the heck. And then I was just like oh shoot. And then like my little friend, I think her name is Brianna, I don't even talk to her anymore, I think that's her name, I don't know. And she was like oh my gosh you're bleeding. So then she took me to the teacher and she's like Miss so-and-so whatever, like Samantha's bleeding. And then so she was like no she's not, where? Because I was holding my head and then I went like this and she saw like all the blood. She's like oh my gosh. So then they took me to the nurse's office. They take me to the nurse's office and they don't do shit but call my mom and tell me to wait there. And I'm like bleeding over here, my head's open and I'm just waiting there like for my mom to pick me up. And I'm like okay. So then finally she picks me up and we went to this, I forgot where it was, this like doctor's place. I remember my aunt worked there, so I was like okay. And I remember they were like okay, so do you want pink or blue? Me over here thinking I'm gonna get this whole little kit with like pencils and a notepad and like all this. And at that time my favorite color was blue and I was like oh I want blue. I'm like okay. So then the doctor comes in and then my aunt walks in behind him, but the doctor has his hand like behind his back and I was very like like as a little girl I was very like what are you doing, like always like hyper. So then I'm like what the heck, like why is his hand behind his back? He's like hi Samantha, and I'm like like something does not sound right. And then so like after that like I'm kind of looking and I see something just weird and it kind of looked like a stapler but it's obviously not an actual stapler. And so then I'm like what the freak, and I start like getting scared and I'm like and then so my mom starts like kind of like going like this and I'm like why is she holding me, like, and then so all of a sudden like he's like okay we're gonna, and I'm like ah, like I freaked out, like I was yelling and I was like going crazy, like my mom had to hold my legs, my aunt had to hold both of my arms, then I'm like going like this, like moving my head so my head won't be still, and the doctor can't hold my head and staple my head at the same time, so they had to go another doctor and they're holding my head like I'm like I'm like going crazy, and then they finally stapled my fucking head and I was going crazy. And I remember when I ended up getting they had to take them out. That part didn't hurt. I don't remember that part hurting. And my brother was like, I have an older brother. He was like, Sam, ask if you could keep the staples. And I was like, okay. Like, and I go, can I keep my staples? And they're like, I don't think you should. And I'm like, okay. It was really bad. I have a lot of stories.
I don't have, like, whenever people are like, what are some embarrassing stories or like some stories, like, I can never think of any. No. I always think of the same one, so they like literally all know the stories already. Like,
they're gonna be like, Faye, you said that in like the 3rd video that you posted?
Yeah, I know.
Oh gosh, I have a lot.
I have none. I wish that I had more. Like, I wish I did.
Oh, there was one time where a chihuahua bit my ass. Yeah. That's why I don't like. Why do you think with dogs, with small dogs, I'm like,
chihuahuas are like crackhead dogs.
Okay,
like,
but with any little dogs, I'm like, like those.
The only little chihuahua I like is Alex's Chiweenie, because it's a wiener dog.
It's a Chiweenie. I've never heard of that.
But hers doesn't look like a chihuahua. Oh, it just has the face of one. Oh my god.
Wait, did the battery?
Did we burn it out?
Oh no!
No, I don't think we did we? Ew.
Well, if that's working.
Wait, turn on the car.
Oh no, it's right there.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh, is it AAA?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, I think it was just this one. Oh no,
that would have sucked.
I would have been so upset. I would have been like, oh my god.
Why have I started when I've split my chin open?
Oh.
Mind you, this was last year. Oh, you didn't know about that?
Yes, I saw this on your story. She like documented it all. It was disgusting.
So I was in Palm Springs. Yeah, it's right here. Where's one?
Oh wait.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, ouch.
So I was in Palm Springs for vacation. And we weren't even there for like 2 hours, and my dumbass runs into the pool, falls on my face, splits my chin open, and everyone's like, oh my god, Skylar, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine, like, don't worry about me. And I got into the pool, and I'm like dripping blood at this point, but I don't feel it. Like, I just felt like a lot of pressure on my chin. My dad comes up to me, grabs my face, and he's like, Skylar, you're bleeding really bad. We're gonna have to take you to the hospital. And I was like, fine. And then I get out of the pool. I literally feel like I'm gonna faint. Like, it was so bad. And then I look in the mirror and I see like fat hanging from my chin. It was so bad. It was like, and then
you pull out your phone and fucking start documenting.
Yeah, exactly, because it didn't hurt. Like, that's the thing. Like, it did not hurt at all. And then so we get to the doctors, and then I don't have an ID because of my so we went to the ER. I don't have an ID because of my whole surgery thing, like, and then I just haven't gone to the DMV to get one. And so they're like, well, if you don't have a California or like an ID, you can't get in.
What?
Yeah.
Treated?
Yeah, you can't get
even
in.
Though you were underage?
Yeah, I couldn't get. Well, no, I wasn't underage at the time. I was 18.
Really?
Yeah,
but even like, then, I remember. I don't.
Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to get in.
Yeah, if you have a legal parent or guardian, like, what?
My mom was with me, and I was like, I was shocked.
And you're under their insurance, aren't you?
Yeah. And then so we just went like further to the hospital. We get there. We have to wait like a couple minutes. Like, obviously, like, I have a towel on my freaking face because I'm bleeding and my chin is literally like spread wide open.
Yeah, it's like an emergency type of thing.
And
then, it's actually pretty messed up.
I know, right? And then we get to the doctor, and she literally like, she brings out her freaking needle, like, sticks in me multiple times.
Oh, no.
I didn't cry at all, and like, I was fine. My mom was freaking out. She was losing her crap. And then she just, like, it's numb by now, she just scrubs it. Scrubs it all out.
Cringy.
I know, it's so bad. And then she sewed me up. But that is my embarrassing story of like how I literally like, and then when we got back to the hotel, like, I stayed in the room the whole entire time. I couldn't even enjoy vacation because I couldn't be out in the sun.
Oh, really?
It sucked.
Well, there was one time where me and my cousins called 911.
Why?
Okay, so there is a period where two of my cousins, they're kind of like my age. One of them is like 3 months younger than I am, and another one's like a year and a half older than me. And we were trouble. Like, I remember we like picked my neighbor's garden, like took all her flowers to go give them to my mom. And my neighbor came over, and when my mom, we gave her the flowers, she's like, oh, thank you. And at that time where we live, like, as soon as you come inside the house, like, the living room is right there. You have like this big old table, and like all her flowers are right there. And so the neighbor comes, like, she knocks, and mom opens the door, and all her flowers are right there. She's just like, oh, they picked my flowers. And then so the other time when we called 911, So we told my cousin Marlena. She was like the one that was the youngest out of all of us by like 3 months for me. But she was so gullible at the time. And we had told her like, hey Leanie, because that's what we called her, we're like, call 911. She's like, and her older sister is named Marissa. And so she was like, yeah, well, Marissa was telling her like, yeah, call. And then so she's like, okay. So we go get the phone and we bring it back. And then this was like when we had the house phone and everything. Okay, so we give her the phone and we're like, okay, call 911. She's like, okay, what's the number? We're like, and we're like, 911, like, 911, call 911. And she's like, what's the number? And we all had attitude. So she's like giving me attitude, like, what's the number? Like, girl, 911. And then her sister's like, Leanie, it's 911. Like, when you call 911. And then she's like, if you guys don't tell me the number, I'm not gonna call. And we're like, Leanie, and we get the phone. We're like, it's 911. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, give me the phone. And we're like,
they never teach her this in school.
We're just like, oh my god. And so she finally calls, and then like they answer, we just hang up. We hear a knock at the door, and so we're like it was probably like 10 minutes had passed. So then like I think my brother went to open the door, and then my mom ended up going, because my brother obviously was like, Mom, like, what the heck, there's cops here. So you just see like one head after another, like just peeking like this, and it was us, and we're like, oh my god. And then so like, oh, we got a call, and then my mom was like, we didn't call. And like then they were looking for the house phone, like, who called? And it was in the restroom, like, us dumbasses left it. And so we're like, oh my god, fuck. And then so they just see all of us like all scared, like huddling together, like acting all suspicious. We're like, what? Like I was like probably like 9 years old or 8. So then they found out. So then we got in trouble, and then like my dad got us in trouble, so he made one of us sit at one corner and another one over here, another one in the middle. And I remember I was in the middle, and I would just be like going back and like we're still laughing and all stuff. And I have so many stories. Like, I cut my cousin's hair. I told her I knew how to cut hair.
You're the worst cousin ever.
I told her, I was like, because she's like, oh my god, I want to cut my split ends. I was like, dude, I know how to cut hair. She was like, really? And it was my cousin Marissa, but she didn't live with us anymore at that time. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, I've cut Brianna's hair, my other cousin. I was like, yeah, like, I just really wanted to cut hair right now. I don't know why. So I was like, yeah, I've cut hair before. She's like, really? Whose? I'm like, Brianna's. I cut her. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, like, I just know how to do it. Like, you just like do this. Talking out of my ass. And she's like, okay. So then I started cutting her hair, and then like it was like this, and then I was like, oh shit, and then I had to go like this. And then it was just like this. Oh no! And finally, she wanted her split ends cut. I didn't have like this much of her hair, so her hair was like long, and then it was like to right here. And I was like, yeah, it looks good. I was like, your split ends needed more work. It was bad. I have so many stories.
Did she cry?
No, I think she was mad at me.
I think the only reason I don't have stories like this is because I never had girl cousins. I had guy cousins.
I had guy cousins,
and so it made me really tough. Like I have a little brother.
I think you have like a variety.
Like I have. But like I was just never close with my blood girl cousins. I have an older one on my mom's side, and now I have the baby. And then on my dad's side, and on my dad's side I only have the chiquita, Violeta.
Yeah.
Because Vivi's not blood, and she wasn't there all my life.
Oh, okay.
And he's, yeah, that's my uncle's stepdaughter. And then I have all guy cousins.
Yeah, you do actually. Damn.
Like Isaac, Adrian, Martincito. And then on my mom's side, I have my 3 older guy cousins, Caleb, Jay-Z, and Dale.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, a white cousin.
See, us, it's like grandkids, like my cousins, I think there's like 20 of us.
Damn.
And we're like, it was so fun. Like my grandma used to watch all of us. My cousin, one time I was like, I was pretty mean. Oh, I feel bad. I tell her this like today, and she's like, don't talk to me. So it's this other cousin, her name's Carissa. She was like, I was at my grandma's house. That's when like she would take care of all of us, and they had this pool table in the garage, so we would always go into the pool table to hide and whatever. So me and her were under the pool table. My grandma had like 2 dogs, I think. And so there was dog food. And I was like, Carissa, eat some. She was like, no. And I was like, Carissa, eat some. She was like, no, I don't want some being meat. I'm like, Carissa, eat some freaking dog food. She's like, you eat it. And I'm like, if you don't eat it, I'm not going to be your cousin anymore. She's like, fine. So eats it and she throws up, and I'm like, and I run. And I'm like, Emma, Chris threw up. Like, I start ratting on her, and she's crying. And she's like, Sammy, meet the dog. I'm like, no, I didn't. Oh my God. It was bad.
Oh my God.
It was so funny.
What's wrong?
You farted. I heard it. Ew, I heard it too. It was like, I heard it. You're like, what's wrong? And I'm like,
I thought she was gonna go on the phone or something.
no. Because she said, shh. So I'm like,
Oh my God, Skylar.
Why? At least let's be respectful.
Okay, well, anyways,
Burgers messed me
before
up.
these lights go out again, because I think we've recorded like 40 minutes worth of stuff. Those are our stories. Let us know if you like these mukbangs and if you would like to have more, because these are pretty fun.
there.
Especially when we don't have to like, I don't have to try for these. Like, I don't have to put on a full face. Like, I don't have to like
I just
sit
have a
down
full
in front
face
of a
because I
camera.
came. Well, not even a full face,
Yeah.
but just glam because I came from a party.
Like, these are just like, let's go eat and let's film. Like, it's like that. Like, the one in Arizona was like the first one. I was like, let's just
that
do
one
it.
we were
I think
just
that one
hungry.
was like, yeah, I was like, I did not talk at all. And this one,
Yeah,
I'm like,
and a lot of you guys said too, like, you would have liked to have had our conversation focused to the camera because we were talking to like the guys, but they just didn't want to be in the shot. So
So you guys got all of our attention.
yeah. And the one that Skylar and I filmed before at Disneyland is in a weekly vlog, but it will still be named Mukbang, hopefully. So yeah, this is just a straight up
whole thing?
mukbang.
Oh, it goes up tomorrow, right? Sunday?
Yeah, so this one you'll
Sunday.
see afterwards.
Oh, yeah,
after
just
that
kidding.
one. Yeah.
I'm talking to them like they're seeing it right now.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, go watch it.
Anyways, don't forget to follow me on all of my socials. They are at the beginning credits or linked down in the description box. Don't forget to follow these babes on Instagram. Their Instagrams will be down below. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully. Good night.
Night,
Wherever
guys.
you're
Bye.
at. Wherever you're at.
Or if you're watching this at night.
Yeah.
Or in the morning,
With
good
us.
morning.
Yeah. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you're at. Skylar, you want to say bye?
Hi guys.
Bye.